Hello everyone, Busy Gamer Dad back again, and I have a question for you. What do you call men waiting in line to get a haircut? A barbecue. We are doing our Ogre Battle playthrough. I apologize for last episode. Not that it was a bad thing, just because it was a little bit longer in the tooth than I expected it to be. I was just having fun and I was rambling along. I didn't realize it was that long. I want these episodes to be about a half hour, and if I can find a way to make them that length, I try and strive for that time, because I know you're busy, I'm busy, and even having me on in the background, I do appreciate you, but I want to use your time appropriately. So we're on stage number 8 inside Ogre Battle March of the Black Queen, which is on the Super Nintendo system. I am playing it on the Super Nintendo system. I've never beaten this game. This is one of those games that as a kid I took a fancy to because I like the fantasy world of it. I was not smart, and I did not understand all the inner workings and systems inside the game, and oh my, there are so many. This is definitely, if you want a old school tactical game that represents the best of Super Nintendo, I think that this is the game for you. I really do. I think that this game is one of those games that you should really, if you have the opportunity to play on the Super Nintendo, on the PlayStation, or as emulation, you should definitely look to try and get or have access to, because it is just a fun time capsule to take a look at and to enjoy. And where we're at right now is we're trying our best to go for the best ending. So we have our army, and we are fighting against the Isle of Avalon forces. We're the rebellion. The Zenobian Empire is the evil guys. We are, and I say air quotes, we're going for the best ending. So that's the hope that we're going for right now. Now, as you can see, we're kind of getting ourselves in, opening right now is we're getting trounced. We're getting pretty beat up, but that's okay, because we are in the early portion of this level, and usually that's how it happens. Don't feel like when you play this game, if you choose to play this game, don't feel like you're doing poorly. Don't overextend. This is the great thing about this game, is it's a tactics oriented game, so you need to make sure that you are only pushing as far as your level allows you to push. So take only like a few cities, take only one city, and then stand there and hold that ground, and let everyone fight in waves and level up, and from there have them gain the power they need to continue and carry you through the rest of the level. The enemies will rinse and repeat and come at you. Now, the big thing about this that I need you to also understand is, do not spend all your resources, all your monies on bringing out all your units. Focus on a select few units that you want to have in your retinue when you go into the board. Don't overdo it, and I mean that. Don't run the risk of hyperextending or overextending yourself. Now, I want to show you this, and I just realized this. This is a cheeky tactic. That's an enemy unit. If they make it to my base, we lose instantly. The strategy guide says nothing about this happening. And I have the Prima strategy guide. If you're an older gamer, you know what Prima is. Prima ran the video game industry's strategy guide stuff. This right here is a super cheap tactic. I didn't expect this at all. This is one of those things where it's like, holy crap, that happens in this game. So I need to now, this is also why you can't leave your base undefended, because one enemy base or enemy unit making it to your base, instant game over. Doesn't matter if you're at the enemy's doorstep, the boss's doorstep. If you do not have a unit covering your rear guard, you're toast. You're absolutely toast. We'll make it in time, but it's not going to be pretty. And if I need to, I will spawn a unit to defend my base. And that's also why you should hold a unit or two in reserve. That is super cheap, and that is super frustrating. I don't remember that at all. So I'm actually really glad that you guys were here to see that. I did not expect that to happen. We even have a water unit that is out on patrol right now, going up and looking for neutral units. that are supposed to spawn in the water. There's an octopus, there's a mermaid that you saw there, there's a, in that enemy unit, there's a mermaid, and then there's a an angel unit that's supposedly available somewhere in this zone. Neutral units are how you recruit, we'll say, the non-traditional, like, monster type, you know, angel or non-human types of units. Alright, so we're the winners. That's good. That's good. Keep having Ash's unit. So I'm a little concerned. I need to go back here. I don't know if they're going to make it in time. I'm not going to risk it. I am not going to risk it. Yep. Yep. Glad I did it. I was not going to have... They would slow down tremendously. But yeah. Red dragons. We got red dragons. Oh, good. Good. That's going to hurt. Okay. Okay. 35, nice. Not doing as much damage as I would like going out. Definitely taking some more hits than I expected. Hopefully she doesn't cast another blizzard. I think we will barely win this. No, actually, no, we're not going to win this. Because the octopus do more attacks. Oh no, we did win. That's amazing. That's great. That's actually really good. Alright, Sergio. Ash's unit met the enemy. Alright, Ash. You're the one doing the things. Yeah, super cheap tactic right there. A little bit frustrating to have that happen and not have it mentioned in the guide here. So, if you happen to be playing the game, realize that that can happen at any given moment. The AI can probably send high-fly units, which are fast-moving units, to poach your base, and you die. Game over. Or restart, I should say. And you lose a lot of reputation. If you lose a map, you lose a lot of reputation. So if you're going for, again, the air quote best ending, you need to be cognizant that that can happen. Alright, good. We are the winners. They're going to come back at us again, I'm assuming, but if not, that's fine. That is perfectly okay. Sergio's unit met the enemy. That's fine. Smash them. I think they're going to be on water. Nope, they're on land. Okay, good. That is good. We should be able to win. That does 27. Nope, only 19. Bummer. Blizzard on Sergio turned into a popsicle. Ouch. That's a big amount of damage. Why would you not attack the one on top, you silly man? Or maybe you just had a better hit chance on the bottom one? I don't know. AI is so confusing sometimes. I do have it attacking the best. Now, if I don't take this unit out, and it runs away, like it will probably do, and that's fine. If this unit runs away, I need to keep someone on my base. Alright, Lons, I'm going to have you come back up this way. Here. I'm going to have you, Domer, go in the middle. Right here, because you're a high fly unit. And I'm going to have Sergio go back here for now. And then look at them. They are running. Yep, they're running. All right, and then Sting. Where are you? Oh, we did. There is a city over here. I didn't realize that. Alice's unit met the enemy. Ash's unit. I'm sorry, Ash's unit. Not Alice, Ash. That's not good. I was not expecting that. I wanted to have someone else gain some experience. I wanted to have someone else. I don't think we have kill threat on them, depending on how much damage I see this guy do. No, we don't have kill threat on them. Not yet, anyways. So every board, every level, we should be having our units. Every single unit you deploy needs to gain at least one level. So keep that in, and maybe that's a good frame of reference. If you're seeing that your units aren't gaining their 1 level, then you need to back off. Oh shoot, I was gonna... Oh, you do have kill threat. Okay, well Ash is just a beast then. So every unit you deploy needs to gain that 1 level. And if they don't, you need to pull back on who you have as your deploying units. And make sure that you are aware that you're overextending your troops and overtaxing the ones that you do have. You're using quantity over quality, if that makes sense. That little buzz motto. Good stun. Yes, that was a great stun. That was a great stun. Ouch, that was a lot of damage though. Oh no, woke up. That means they're gonna blop us. Okay. So, my favorite units in this game are hard to define. I don't want to say that I know any of the future units or anything like that, but I do like the wizards. I do like... Now, I guess from function, my favorite unit is the hero unit because it has such a variety of functions. It depending on how you answer the questions at the beginning of the game, dictates your your hero unit's abilities. And if you go, I say air quotes again, bad choices, your hero unit can function very differently than what you had intended it to. Okay, so where are they going right now? They're off to the to somewhere. I don't know where. I do not know where. All right, so we're gonna make our way across one side. Stun, big stun. Decent, half the team got stunned. That's good. Wasted heal. Didn't really need it. She attacks them, they wake up, and it's like, don't do that then. Attack the ones that don't go to sleep. Just imagine like Iron Man and the Hulk, just that moment, like go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Alright, good heal. I do like that we're trying to focus the dragon, because they seem to be the one that's the big powerhouse there. Missed the stun. That's unfortunate. That's okay. Leader is still stunned, hasn't had their chance to act, so that limits the amount of pressure they can put forward for the win. But I do think they're going to win. Yeah, I'm not surprised, and that's okay. Again, that's what needs to happen. Inside the confines of the game, you need to lose, but you need to have 2 units at least on every city, just in case, as you're advancing, I should say, as you're advancing, to cover that. And then by attrition, you should, and I say air quotes should, be able to hold that city. Because your 2 units should be strong enough to have the defense needed to handle the amount of pressure that the enemy is putting forward. Now we're getting a lot of glare, and I apologize for that. I'm going to touch that real quick and fix this up. Cool. Fire on you. Ouch. I think they're going to do fire again. I gotta have you run, because I do not want to lose my fairy unit. And I don't have a way of reviving right now. Yep, that's fine. That's all good. They are not going to be able to destroy my hero unit. My hero unit hasn't lost in quite some time. So there's their ice cloud. I think we have kill threat on him. Yep, oh yeah. We'll take this unit out. We'll take this unit out. I don't want to have to deal with this again. There are other units that are better for us to farm experience with. Even if you lose, you gain experience, by the way. I don't know if it, like, if there's what's the word I'm looking for? If you lose, you get like half experience or something like that. I don't know if there's any I want Can you pick the dang unit? Nope. Menus is hard. Navigating menus is hard. Alright, so we're gonna go up here. Can you move? It'd be funny if they ran into the other unit, the other water unit. Okay. All right, so I have my 6 covered. Oh, there they are. Just the one mermaid moving up the river. Ash's unit met the enemy. Here we go again. But they got healed pretty good, so I'm not afraid of them. That was actually a really bad miss. Okay, hit the backfield. Okay, took out the one in front so they can't attack anymore. Good damage there. Fire, that's going to hit the ferry. Good miss. I love that. Love for that for us. I love it. Nine damage. Take that out. Level up. Perfect. Perfect. Good stuff. Now that should cause them to retreat. I say should. And then I don't know what this person's doing at all. I don't. All right, there's our first tithe. We make a profit. We make $1,500 in profit. 1,500 goth in profit. I'm not quite certain why the mermaid wants to die, but they do. Okay, so they are an evil aligned unit, or we'll say a dark aligned unit, because that did a fair amount of damage to them. And they're weak against ice magic. Makes sense, being a water creature. I don't get why they just did that, but they did. Guess what, Alice? You're going on a hunt. Alright. Alice's unit met the enemy. Perfect. They were trying to skirt around the mountains. I hit the button. Yep, they were trying to skirt around the mountains, and they were trying to get to the city. I want this unit gone, because it's a little bit tricky for us to deal with, and I don't want it taking out my any of my units, because we're already spending way too much money. And technically, we have lost money. That the reason why we lost money is because we had to revive someone who died. Alright, so from here, now what do I want to do? Well, I can have... I'm going to actually leave you here because I don't have vision. Oh, Sting finally found a neutral enemy. Let's see what this is. Mermaid? Mermaid. Success! Yay! Mermaids! Yay! Just to get a neutral enemy, or two. Okay. So we got that going there. We're gonna be... how do I want to do this? I feel like okay, they're coming back through. Sergio. I'm gonna have you here, just in case. And... liberated the city. Perfect. Yes? Emperor. Oh. That's good. I think that's, alignment? Charisma. That's actually really helpful. Yes, we will keep this card. The ogres are legendary monsters. They are completely different from humans. They love the dark and hate the light, love power and hate peace. I don't know if they are ever really existed or not, but even if you can't see legends with your eyes, they always exist in our hearts. Ogres may really just be humans with evil in their hearts. Interesting. Interesting idea. Interesting notion. Alright, so we have that city right there. Where's my guy? Right here. You, move over here. There's a hidden treasure in this little place right here. Okay, now Dahmer, you do it. Do it up, Dahmer. You got them. Nope, this is not good. Not good. That sucks, actually. I didn't realize that they were that unit. I might be having a problem here. That unit needs to get got by my priests, because it has undead. Sergio met the enemy. I don't think I have the whole... I don't even know who has the Holy Axe anymore. You need to retreat. Yep, so this is not good. This is not good. Let me see here. Do I have... It's the moon card that I think I need. Fool, Empress. No, Judgment. I do not have Judgment. Star card is the agility. Moon card. Front to back line. World card. Tower is just magic, I believe. Yep, all of this is magic. Star card. It's more agility. Hierophant Emperor. I am in a bad situation. Let me do this. This is gonna get bad real quick. Edit. Formation. Yes. So moving them into the backfield, and then congratulations, we found buried treasure. So moving them in the backfield, there's a reason why I did that. Because they will cast their flame breath. Tactics, leader. This might be the first city that we lose. Nope, there's just beelining right for my capital, which is good. I don't want to lose reputation for losing cities. Not a cockatrice. Best, that's fine. Have them fight this guy. Okay. Ouch. Is this where it all falls apart? No, we have our mage as opposed to our wizard. So the mage is going to lay some fireball or phantom damage on him. Yep. We're going to take a lot of them out right now. 23. Perfect. Even Lance isn't as strong as Ash, but he's definitely got a lot of strength in his team. Okay, good. 32 damage. Nice. Level up. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Warren, I'm gonna have you move out in front right here. Now, hang on. I need to pause this. You. Yep. Edit. Formation. Tactics. Not weak. Tactics. Leader. Alright, so you need to have what I would call a multifaceted unit. So maybe you need to, I guess, what I would say is you need to have a healer, someone who can deal with the undead, or an item on your team that handles the undead, that does holy magic. You need to have a healer also because of the sustain that you'll need in the combat and the prolonged like background fighting if there are 2 or 3 units that come to your base. And then you just need to have damage potential, AoE damage. So Lanza's unit might be it. If I swap out one of his mages for a priest, that might be what we need, and have Lanz be the rear guard. Just because I don't have, or maybe Ash's unit. Ash could be the rear guard and have him change that Amazon when, I think at the end of this, they'll promote to a cleric and just have them be the background or rear guard for the base. Alright, so Warren's unit finished moving. Lion's unit met the enemy. So this is gonna get real dicey real quick. Yep, so he can't attack the back row. But those 2 dragons should be able to. Yep. Ice Storm AoE damage. Ouch. Good. Even if we lose, if we take out their leader... Dang it. One more chance. Ah. That's not good. Nope, they were running. You saw it? They were moving away. That's perfect. That is perfect. Yep, they're already on leader. Perfect. Exactly what I needed to have happen. That was so close. So magic, as you can see, magic and flame attacks and things like that, they don't work against the ghosts. Ghost units are pretty broken inside the game, I'm not gonna lie. But because we took out the leader, even if we lose this, which we will lose, because they're able to hit us, we're not able to hit them, they will run. Yep, winners, that's fine. That's what it is. You need to get over there. Dahmer, get right there. Lion, I'm gonna have you get back into the base, and I'm gonna have you actually go and get returned. And I'm gonna have Feldman be the vanguard right now. So our priest should be able to kill them all. I say should. Priest in the back row. Keep the priest in the back row. What do I have you doing best? She's got 3 of them. So we're not going to be able to kill that one. I don't think any of you have a holy weapon. Got him. Nice. Okay, good. And level up. Well deserved. Well deserved. We scrambled. Woo, that was close. Alrighty, so what did we learn? We need a vanguard. We need a rear guard. That rear guard needs to have a priest in it, and potentially mobility and kill threat. So very much like your liberation unit, such as like you need to have like obviously you need to have a priest or some holy damage in there. You need to have a healer, some way of healing your party, and the mobility can be the griffins or dragons or something like that. And you need to have potentially AoE damage that allows you in some level of certainty to hold the enemy at bay and get a lot of damage against that unit so that you have a higher chance of winning. So mages, princess is. I'm assuming the cleric with the AoE heal from the back row will take out all the undead, things like that. So lesson learned there. I'm glad we were able to scramble and recover. Busy Gamerdad doing Ogre Battle March of the Black Queen. We are in Stage 8, Island of Avalon, and man does it suck what they're showing me and not telling me. It's a bit of a mess. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel so inclined. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule, and we'll pick it up right where we left off, where we're continuing to fight against the forces that keep on throwing their bodies at us. Hope to see you in the next episode. Later.